We are back here on Headbangers Ball, hanging out with DAMAGEPLAN. Their new album, Newfound Power, is coming out February 10th. Mark it on your calendars. Go out and get that. So you recorded at your home studio. That must have been awesome. Tell us about it.
Always is, man. It's just a real comfortable situation. We go up in the house, have a couple drinks, roll down, 10 stairs, and we're right there in my studio. And we just strap on guitars, drums, basses, mics, and just go to work, just do our thing and just let it come naturally.
Cool. So now I heard that there was a little mayhem going on, fireworks on the guitars, doors getting broke down. Like anything that you could tell the fans at home that was
firework king, man. I'm gonna let him roll with that stuff.
Typical day at Dime's house.
Yeah.
Business as usual.
And the original, you'll see it on the DAMAGEPLAN home video, is Bob. He's passed out. And I hooked him up with this big old. This thing was like it's big, dude. You're not supposed to set off fireworks in the house to begin with,
let alone near people.
Right.
Or like one of those "don't try this at your house" kind of things.
Exactly. And dude, I hooked him up and it went off. And this thing, I swear, everywhere he went to get away from it, it just chased him in a full circle. He had this beanbag running from it, and it was just on him.
It was like a heat seeker, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now Pat's got his fair share.
And of course, Don forgot to tell you, he was passed out on the floor when Don lit it. So
helpless and
he was out, and this thing went off, and he just kind of rolls over, and it just started chasing him as he was trying to get away from it.
So now Zach was hanging out. Zach Wild, obviously the legendary Zach Wild. He was hanging out and he heard some stuff now, and I heard that he was desperate to play on the record, and you guys gave him a shot. Tell us how that worked out.
He came down. We were doing Guitar World cover shoot, and we got done. We had 30 spare minutes, and we were all talking about doing it. I was like, "You up?" And he's like, "Let's go." Zach, let's go, bro.
Yeah.
We went down, plugged him up, and he just went after it and blew us away, man. Bam, he was done.
Awesome. Well, let's check out a great video from Zach Wild himself and his band Black Label Society. Here they are with Stillborn. We've got more metal videos and more with DAMAGEPLAN, so keep watching Headbangers Ball. You're watching Headbangers Ball here on MTV2. We've been talking to DAMAGEPLAN. MTV News is Gideon is here. What's up, Gideon? Welcome.
Well, thanks for having me on the show.
You got a very special news piece for us?
Yeah, we wanted to talk a little bit about Drowning Pool. They've actually gone ahead and secured themselves a new singer, but before we get into that, I know you guys were really, really close with Dave Williams before he passed away. Just exactly how close were you guys?
He got the fireworks too, man. We hung out all the time, and Dave was great. Yeah,
very cool.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Definitely
awesome.
very cool.
I heard you guys have a tattoo of him on, actually?
That's right.
Can you show it to us?
Yeah, I think Dave had so much to offer, and he didn't quite get his full pull. So I got this. This is Dave Stage. I gave him that nickname. It says "always with me," so I'm taking Dave with me around. He's all together with us, man. Go Dave.
Amazing, amazing. Well, before we get into, I'd love to talk to you guys some more about that, but before we get into that, I wanted to talk a little bit about Drowning Pool. They've actually gone ahead and secured a brand new lead singer, a guy named Jason, and are trying to pick up where they left off since Dave is out there, and they seem to have done a really good job of it. They've got a new album that's ready to go, so let's take a look at where that's at. Remember this song? Of course you do. 2 years ago, it was inescapable, and Drowning Pool, the Texas band who wrote it, felt invincible. But then, right in the middle of Ozfest, the unthinkable. Dave Williams, frontman for Dallas metal band Drowning Pool, was found dead in the bunk of his tour bus at 4:15 p.m. Wednesday outside a hotel in Manassas, Virginia.
There's never a good time for someone to pass away, but at that time, that tour, to have that happen was, there was a worst possible time.
We did set a date for ourselves, January 2003, when to start, writing songs again, and eventually, start bringing some singers in.
When Dave died, we lost our best friend in the world. That the last thing I'd like to think is that, my other best friends, I had to leave them too because we couldn't carry on together.
Determined to pick up the pieces, Drowning Pool began the process of finding a new frontman.
You didn't want to be looking right at a mirror reflection of Dave every day. There were definitely those. It sounded dead on, but it gave you chills, and it was just kind of weird to deal with.
The first thing that we were looking for, quite honestly, is just somebody else that's kind of on the same page, just personality-wise, just as a friend. It's almost like going out and finding a new best friend before you tackle, the singing qualities and where we're going musically.
And now with a new singer aboard, Drowning Pool is in the studio and ready to charge ahead. So, who is this mystery man?
I came back here, back to LA to get my stuff, to go out to Texas to live for a while and see how it worked out. And they just never sent me home, so I was like, this is cool.
I knew Jason was going to be in the band the first night he came down and auditioned with us, because that night we all went out to a strip club and got kicked out. So I was like, man, he's the guy.
The band is well aware they have a tough road ahead, considering the new metal scene they were lumped in with is all but over. Their first single with Jason is a bold declaration.
And when you hear that song, you realize that it's not new metal.
So here's the guy, Jason Jones.
I'm ugly and I got no money.
So like we said, that new Drowning Pool record is going to come out in April. They don't have tour plans locked down yet, but they definitely want to go out on tour. And I basically just wanted to know how you guys feel about Jason. Have you had a chance to meet him yet, the new lead singer?
Absolutely.
What do you make of him?
Very, very cool.
Very, very cool guy.
Very cool.
Good old boy from way down south. Good old boy from way down south, and he does have the pipes, like Zilla said.
Pipes, man.
And he's a cool dude to hang with. And Jason, if you're watching, I do have your knife, brother. So don't forget about that one. I kept it at the house.
Light it up.
All right, well, we'll do something that you're probably not that used to on MTV News.
Not very common, but sure.
Since Damageplan is in the house, might as well celebrate. And this
right.
one's for Dave Williams.
Absolutely. We missed you, brother.
Miss you. Cheers. Thanks again, Gideon. Gonna go to a Black Sabbath video right now.
Damn.
Word up to Ozzy, get better. Here they are with Iron Man.
More with Damageplan after the break.
You got to keep watching the one and only Headbangers Ball.
This is Headbangers Ball. We're still hanging out here with Damageplan. Newfound Power is the name of the brand new album that will be hitting stores on February 10th, so go out and get that. Now, I know you guys have talked about this a bazillion times in the press and everything, but tell us, I mean, obviously it was a surprise that Pantera was breaking up. Were you pissed? Were there any bad feelings there? Or?
Dude, it was something that we never thought would happen. You know, we figured we'd be the Rolling Stones of heavy metal forever. And when it all started going down, it was really unexpected, and we did our very best from our side of the fence to rectify things with conference calls. We had a meeting scheduled, all kinds of other things that never happened. And really, hindsight, what it boils down to is Phil had a different agenda. He had other things he wanted to do and didn't want to let us know about it. So once we finally came to the realization that the band was over, me and Dom decided to start writing music, pick up the pieces, kick some ass. We hooked up with Mr. Lockman over here, who brought a whole new life to the thing. We had some breathing new life, and we started making music, and then we brought in the Zilla God, and we have a new band that kicks ass, and we're really proud of it. We're really happy. Anybody that's ever followed Pantera, I think you'll be happy with what we do, and I hope you come and support us, because we're there to kick some ass.
Cool, cool. Now, I've read that Phil says he wishes you luck and loves you guys. Do you plan on talking to him or Rex anytime?
He's got our phone numbers, you know. You know.
Hadn't spoke to him in 2 years, neither has Dime. Depends on which interview you read, and depends on what sedated state he's in at the time.
Yeah.
You know, good for him.
All right. So, any message to the diehard Pantera fans out there?
First and foremost, me and my brother Vinnie Paul never ever let you down. We would have never ever started an army of people that would kill for us like y'all did. Y'all are number one. We're back with a Damageplan to blow it up everywhere.
All right. So with that, let's check out the last Pantera video that you guys did. I love this video. Check it out. Revolution is my name. Welcome back to Headbangers Ball. Damageplan is here. It's a rager. Their new album, Newfound Power, is out on February 10th. Don't forget, mark your calendars. Go out and get that. Bob Zilla, tattoo artist extraordinaire. Any famous bass player would kill to play in a band with you guys.
Back up.
Tell us why. Tell us why Bob Zilla.
Dude, we've seen the dude jam around town in a lot of bands, and he was always just a total throwdown dude. And the thing that I really me and Don both really dug about him is he's a bass player in the true sense of the words, man. He's all about holding down the low end. And when we brought him down for the first audition, the only audition, because that's all we needed, he kicked ass, man. And when he was done, I got up and I went, man, I think I heard God come out of the speakers. That's Bob Zilla right there, man. And dubbed his name, and there he is. And now he's part of the DAMAGEPLAN family. And we're glad to have him.
monster.
Yeah. Oh, we should have brought the fire down here, dude.
So now we're gonna go to a Halford video.
Cool.
And you guys are all huge Halford fans and you used to play with Halford.
Yeah, metal god right there.
Anything you want to say? You got Halford tattoo.
Man, it just hit me so right at that time. I mean, there was nothing going down, you know, and I got a little 3-song demo and blew me.
I got the little cassette single.
Right?
I got the little double-sided cassette single some kid in the street team gave to me. And
Awesome.
Anybody in metal just cannot cannot
Seriously, now.
Halford, he's the man.
cannot help but love Priest, man.
That's
so
right.
here it is.
All right, so check it out. Here's something from Halford with Pat on guitar. Here's Made in Hell. This is easily the best Headbangers Ball we've ever had.
The present's kicking in.
We're still hanging out with DAMAGEPLAN after the break, so keep watching.
Well, yes.
You are still watching MTV2 Headbangers Ball. DAMAGEPLAN is still here hanging out. So I've heard the album. It doesn't come out till February 10th, but what can fans expect? Is it more commercials? Is it heavier? Like, I know everyone's going to speculate on what it's going to sound like.
I'm going to you
All right, I'll roll with it. You know, I'll say this, man. It's a very broad spectrum, man. It's not just one flavor over and over where you can't even tell the next song from the next. You know, there's a lot of that stuff going on today. I think it fills a void between the just happy commercial radio stuff and then the stuff that's just completely ridiculously over the top where everybody's just trying to do this as much as they can and they get nowhere with it. You know, so over the top, all the way there, up, you know, full spectrum.
Moods, colors, different colors, man. I like to say we're like the Baskin Robbins of heavy metal, man. You get 31 flavors. You don't get one or two. You know, you get the whole meal deal.
It seems like people I've talked to that are sort of like within bands or the industry or whatever, they said it's like a lot of dynamics or like it's not what you would necessarily expect from you guys, but then again it is.
Well, dude, you know, we got a lot to offer, man, and we just wanted to show that the diversity and stuff, you know. Like I said, just, you know, wide spectrum. And some of the best records that I remember growing up to were like that, you know. You got the main ones that just crush you right out of the chute, then you start digging in, and then they go, man, it's growing on me, it's growing on me. And I think this one will grow on everybody out there, man. I feel real confident about the DAMAGEPLAN and real happy to be doing it.
Excellent. All right, so right now, the perks of having this job, I get to play a video from my band, Hatebreed.
Yes.
But first, we're gonna do a classic from Metallica. Here they are with Whiplash. All right. More videos and more raging with DAMAGEPLAN. Keep watching Headbangers Ball.
Get your phone.
Welcome back to the Headbangers Ball. We're still talking with DAMAGEPLAN here. The debut album, Newfound Power, is in stores February 10th. That date is ingrained in your mind by now, right?
Sure.
So, like I was saying, I heard the album and heavy parts, melodic parts, like all different types of dynamics in there. And the one standout track I heard was FU in particular. Is there anybody that's maybe dedicated to?
Man, it's kind of one of them deals where we wrote the tune where everybody's got somebody they want to light up. You know what I mean? And if anybody out there thinks it's particularly written towards them, they must be feeling guilty.
Probably is.
I bet it is. No, but you know, everybody, you know, I was talking to this cat doing an overseas interview and I was like, hey man, he was asking me the same thing. I said, how about you, man? You got anybody you want to wing the bird finger at? And he goes, oh yes, millions. I said, that's what I'm talking about. I know you can relate, my brother.
It's something everybody can associate with, and can't wait to play it live because everybody's going to know the words, man.
Yeah, definitely.
It's more of like a dedication song, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, just dedicated to the one you love.
Okay, on the count of four, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi.
Light 'em up.
You know.
So Corey Taylor is also on the album. For if you don't know at home, he's from Slipknot and Stone Sour. How did you guys hook that up?
Stone Sour was coming through. We were at the clubhouse, our jug bar, We're out on their bus. We're blowing up some tunes and just drinking some booze like we always do. See, none of this stuff was preconceived. It was just, you know, rockers hanging out with rockers, being buds.
Yeah.
Had a drink and having a good time. And Tori's like, man, I could throw on that. And we're like, dude, let's have you. And he's like, send me something. You know, he's so busy. And we sent it to him. He called up and he goes, it's coming. It'll be there tomorrow. And I was like, oh, no doubt. These two guys heard it first, and they came in and woke me up, and they like, Dom, watch out.
Cool.
First time we got it back, he was killing.
Awesome. Well, Slipknot's got a new record coming out later on this year. They're in the studio now. Let's check out an old video. Here they are with My Plague.
Hey, more Damage Plan to come. We got much more destruction. We're hanging here with our good friend Jamey from Hatebreed. Don't go away.
Welcome back to the Headbangers Ball. We got time for one more video, and of course, it's from our guests here tonight, DAMAGEPLAN, off of their debut album, Newfound Power, which is hitting stores on February 10th. Obviously, you guys got to be anxious to hit the road, I would imagine.
Anxiety's killing us. That's why we're here in the studios right now, because we can't play just yet because the record isn't out.
Yeah.
But the first place anybody will be able to witness the four of us on stage together as DAMAGEPLAN destroying will be Nagoya, Japan.
I heard about that.
So if you're over there, book your plane tickets right now, boys and girls. Get on over to Nagoya, Osaka, a couple nights in Tokyo, and then after that, we're definitely going to be touring in the States in March. Cool. And let's go. Nothing's been finalized. You know, everything's kind of up in the air, but you never know. I mean, you might see the two of us on the tour path, Black Label Society. There's a lot of bands that have expressed interest, so hopefully something good will happen, and I know it will, and we'll have some fun touring together.
You guys are going to have one heck of a guest list, every city in America.
It always is, and it always will be. And it's only going to get bigger.
Free admission, just come on in, charge triple for the booze, and we'll be rich.
So no Pantera songs in the set, though, right?
We don't know yet. You know, right now, we want to stand on our own 2 feet as DAMAGEPLAN, but we know that we didn't sell 13 million records in Pantera for nothing. A lot of people want to hear those songs. So I can tell you this, if we were to play them, everybody in this band has the capability to perform those songs at a level that will be unmatched. That's all I have to say about that.
And real quick before we go to your video, tell us about the director. He used to be in the Skin flicks.
Hey, well, that's my boy Red Ezra, man. You know, his heart and love is in, you know, music videos and movies. And
but porn pays the bills.
That's right.
You got that right, man. And you know, my boy, he's from Texas. He had to move up and jump into the LA scene and start filming sax popping nuts all across the XXX screen, you know.
A little How's Your Father?
Exactly. Watch it fly. You know, who can catch the most air and shit. Woo. And anyway,
the Headboard Club.
Right. Anyway, so man, you know, this whole thing pretty much is coming from scratch, and ain't a whole lot of support coming from nowhere. So I got to call my brothers that can throw down, and I called up Red and I said, Red, man, you want to come down and do this video? He said, okay, G, I'm jumping in the hot rod right now. Rented a truck through his editing system. Everything came flying down through Duvatine everywhere. I renamed him Roy Duvatine. We shot it, blew it up, edited it in my front room, and here it is right here.
All right, here we go. Check it out. DAMAGEPLAN, Breathing New Life.
Get it right.
Heavy, 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 heavy.